escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it. Every moment that I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and ran to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment that I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Tell me there's an issue. I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. Why do I have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape escapes you with a sound. It's delineated. I waited at the station for an hour, but I won't make it. You take off on an updraft by the tower, and you overtake it. Every moment that I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why. Oh, I can't tell you why. Why you have to stay here on the ground? It's overrated. The cityscape parades you with a sound. It's delineated. No one here has even learned your name, but they all claim that they saw you land and ran to do the same, but they won't make it. Every moment that I see you on the rise, you're drawn across the sky. Now that ink has dried, and I can't tell you why. Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Oh, Mimi, can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it clouded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? And I can't tell you why.
cord. My headphone cord, please. It is like stuck between the like armrest of my chair and the cushion. There we go. Okay. Problem that so my headphone cord like is constantly getting all twisted and tangled. Like I don't know how to make it not. It is just it's supposed to be like I think an 8-foot cord or something like that, but I end up reducing it down to like a 4-foot cord because everything else is always so like twisted that occasion you know what, I'm just gonna do this now. That I have to like every like once a month I have to like just dangle my headphones in the air and like let it naturally unravel itself. So I can get my cord back. Yeah. It would be nice if it just didn't tangle in itself, but any cord that doesn't tangle would be a godsend. Hey, we're good now. They're pulled back. Headphones are untangled. I can see the audio is working. Both for the game and my mic. Okay. So we finished the first in the we finished the first game in the series. So we're starting the second game series. Hi. So we finished the first game in the series. Should I do a separate save file? Because there's 3 games, right? It's a trilogy, so it's like this is game 1. Should we do game 2, game 3, or am I gonna get confused if I do that? We have 10 save files. It'll be fine. Let's do. I have to load from the save file anyway. Wait, but we've been it. Oh, wait. Do I have to pick new game? Oh, shoot, we were done here. Hold on. Do I have to pick new game? We already did this. I do have to pick new game. Okay, never mind. We're doing Justice for All. We already finished Ace Attorney. So we're doing Justice for All now, and then Trials and Tribulation will be after, and I think that's the only 3 in this collection. I have the collection after this. But from what I understand, you're supposed to play these 3, then Apollo's games, and then, like, the games that take place after the sequel. But I'm, like, pretty sure that the 2 collections that they have are done in order. Because they have, like, this is the Ace Attorney trilogy, but then there's, like, another one. That's for Apollo. Yeah, Apollo Justice. Oh, okay, so Apollo only has 1 game, and then it just goes into Dual Destinies and then Spirit. Okay, so they are in order. They are in order. Okay. I do have them all. I was like, am I missing one? For a second, I thought I was missing one. No, I'm not. We are doing all. That is the second one. Because we finished the first already. Phoenix Wright and then the Apollo collection. Okay. Because, like, okay, so my first Phoenix Wright game was Dual Destinies. The first Phoenix Wright game I ever played was actually Dual Destinies, which was after there's like a, oh god, is it 5 years? I think it's like a 5-year gap. Something. Where it's like these 3 games, and then there's like a gap in time before Dual Destinies takes place, and that's when Apollo's game is, and I think it's like a 5-year window or something like that is when the Apollo game takes place, and then Edgeworth's game takes some time in that 5-year gap as well. Apollo's game and then Edgeworth's game take place during this like 5-year this 5-year break, and then Dual Destinies, and then Spirit Tracks is what's in my head. I know it's not Spirit Tracks. It's Spirit something, but there's the 6th one has the word Spirit in it, and that's like the newest one. But Dual Destinies was the one that I started with because I had a friend in high school who was a huge Phoenix Wright fan that she had a 3DS that she would bring to the, like, she would like bring to the school, and she had Phoenix Wright, like she had like the digital downloads of the games on it, and so she would play them. And I asked her about them. I was like, what are you playing? Because like nobody ever asked her like what she was playing, and if they did, like they would be like, oh, like what are you playing? And then she would like answer, and then they wouldn't ask her anything about it. They would just be like, oh, okay, and then like move on. And so, but she like clearly wanted to talk about it, and so I let her talk my ear off about Phoenix Wright for a little while, and I ended up deciding to pick up, I think I bought Dual Destinies, and I think then it's not Spirit of Justice. I think it's the 6th game came out like a month before that, and so and then they were also running a sale because they had the Trilogy on 3DS at that point. So, and then Apollo's game as well. So I picked up the Trilogy, Apollo's game, and then Dual Destinies and Spirit, and then like the Spirit game, number 6. I picked them all up kind of roughly at the same time. I think I bought Dual Destinies and started it, and then decided to go back and get the other ones. But they had them on this like massive discount sale where I was able to get all of them for like, I think it was like $40. I got like all 6 games for like $40. Because I know that like they were running the Trilogy for like cheap. They were running the Trilogy for like $5 or something like that at the time. It was like some crazy sale. And then Apollo's game was also being run for like I think $7 or something. And then the 2 newest, which was Dual Destinies and the 6th game, I think I paid $20 for the 2 of them. So like maybe I picked up all 4 of them for like between $40 to $50. So I picked up all 6. And then, so I still have them on my 3DS, actually. So when we hit Dual Destinies eventually, I'm gonna be a little sad because I will already know who, like, we're looking for. But it will be a matter of if I can remember how to get past certain points. Because when I played Dual Destinies initially, I had to, it was my senior year in high school, and so I had to set it down for a minute. What is happening? I wasn't paying attention. I picked up a Dual I had to set it down because I was busy trying to graduate. And so I didn't play it for like 2 or 3 months or something like that, and I was in the middle of a case. I was in the middle, not even in the middle of a case, I was in the middle of trial. I saved in like the middle of like a dialogue scene or something like that, and so when I came back like 2 or 3 months later, I had no idea what was going on anymore. I had genuinely no clue. It was during, I think it was the 3rd trial in the game too, so it's like you kind of needed some context from like the previous trials to be able to do the 3rd one, and I had no idea what was going on. I ended up having to like consult a guide. I think I ended up like Googling the trial and trying to figure out where I was in the trial, and like I ended up like following the guide to finish out the case because I didn't know what I was looking at. I didn't know what my evidence was anymore. I didn't know what was going on, who these people were. Like I had set it down long enough that I didn't remember what was happening. Which is why like I have a rule when we play Phoenix Wright for stream is that I don't like leaving it for a long. I don't like leaving it in the middle of a dialogue scene, especially in the courtroom, because I'm afraid it's going to end up being like that, where I'm gonna have to set it down for a minute and have no idea what's going on. Is that his ringtone? The way that I have my OBS set up, I said, no, it's not. Okay, I thought I had like a gap for a second. Nightmare. Bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Like they hung up. Oh, good! I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... Oh, is Phoenix getting attacked? It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. I feel like Phoenix always gets, like, hurt, injured, or sick in, like, every game past this. A few minutes later, District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Robbing. Why does it feel so foggy in here? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, can you please turn down the cheeriness? My head sort of... Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Trouble? Never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me! You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. Just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. I always do that. Oh my god. I always somehow, like, my mouse drifts down to, like, so I'm sitting in front of it, so you guys can't, like, actually see the button. But why do I feel like the game is, like, zoomed in farther, or closer than it needs to be on your guys' end? But, like, I'm sitting, like, directly in front of it, but there's a button down here that says court record, which is where all our evidence ends up, and I consistently, every time that I play this, like, I'll be using my mouse, as you can see, like, it flicking around on the screen. My mouse will, like, slowly start sinking further down on the screen. Oh, I am, like, way too close. That was actually a good test to see why it looked like you guys couldn't see any of the dialogue, but, like, it was just, I always end up accidentally pressing the evidence bar. Hold on. I think the game is way too close. Oh, it is. It's, like, really close. Now you guys can see. Now you guys can see the text boxes. I, like, looked over and I realized it's like, oh my god, nobody can see what's the text box on the screen. But it didn't occur to me that was... because it was really close. Okay. Now that you guys can see... when I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? Been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. Me kinda nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. Afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, for you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? Absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I cannot believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yeah, I'm... Who am I? Am I drawing a blank? Trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? Sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. That girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I made such an irresponsible promise. Oh, someone please tell me this is just a bad dream. This is one dream I won't be waking up from. September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Oh, it is Bird, because her name's supposed to come from Magpie. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes? I guess I should say yes for now. Oh, are we like going through how to play? Is that why we're doing this? Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Sec. Your life is in my hands. I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory's kinda... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Michael! It's Justice for All is the game we're on right now, which I think is... It is Justice for All, right? It's the second one. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe that I have told you this before, and I hope you're not telling me that you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. This man? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. And besides, Justin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. Been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time. Okay, and you are again. The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Go, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Died. So dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under the detective? Sir! While I was in trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters. Oh my god, yeah. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Justin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up pretty bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Wait, but if he fell off a bench, wouldn't you have same people that saw her push him? The autopsy report, correct? I do not remember getting a copy. Everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped on impact from the landing, sir. Result of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Okay, so the time on the clock and the time on his watch, I have a feeling, are going to be different. Very well, the court accepts this into evidence. Time photo 1. The victim fell from the walking path above. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? A very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a sec. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to check at the court record. Record is right here. Glasses. Glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. 6:28, cause of death was a broken neck. But that doesn't look like 6:28. That looks like 8 o'clock. How would his watch already be? Okay, so we're going through kind of the tutorial stuff on like how to open all the menus and everything. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? The court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. I better check the court record and see what I can find. What was the piece of evidence found under the body? It was glasses. Pair of broken glasses. Right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And held on to them as he fell. Shit, she does wear glasses. Hey! You're giving me the evil eye! Glasses you're wearing. Yes. This is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the crime scene are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We are just getting started with Justice for All. Like, literally, we just started. Like, 20 minutes ago. Decisive evidence. Something even more incriminating than the body under the... oh my god. There's something even more incriminating... My head went... There is something even more incriminating than the... And then I, like, jumped down to body instead of glasses. Than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. That is some awfully clear handwriting for someone who died on impact. Isn't that what happened? Wasn't he... Hold on, wait. How did he write the name of the... They said that he died when he hit the ground, right? So how did he write the name of somebody underneath it? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is the picture of the writing, Your Honor. This is Yes, you can clearly see her name written there. Prosecution would like to submit this photo. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 2 added to the court record. The glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. How do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witness's face. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't the detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people are just remembering things wrong. That detective. This kind of seemed like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. About trial by fire. Nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right. Decisive evidence, cross-examination. Okay, hold on. Pushed from the bench, he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like that statement. Because I thought he died on impact. Culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I don't want to believe it, but... Was that the name of my client? Okay, I don't like that. You absolutely certain? I'm sorry, pal, but that's what it said. There's a picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it says Maggie. Hey, hold on! Don't me. I know the picture says Maggie, but... He mentions it. Something does kind of feel off about the picture. How you know, or that's how you know you found a contradiction. Hurry up and present some evidence. That's what spotting a contradiction feels like. Better check the court record again. Okay, so it has something to do with the statement about her name being written there. I don't understand how he was able to write something, but I feel like I'm too far ahead right now. Also, wouldn't he have to reach like really far to like write that? Where's his other hand? I'm probably wrong, but You died on impact. I don't understand. Is that a little Vaporeon? Yes, it is. If you type I have a couple of commands in the chat that you can type, and my Vaporeon will react. Like I have this one. I haven't actually tested her in a little while, so we'll see if she's still up and running. Yep, there she goes. I don't like seeing it, but... Okay. Oh, her name is spelt wrong. I didn't have the... Did I have the option of profiles in the last game? What is it? This coming for me. Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. Yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. A rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Ridiculous question coming from. The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here, it's Maggie Bird. It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What is going on here? I don't know either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave the name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, not that, I didn't even notice. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. If they were coworkers, he would know how to spell her name. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him not to have known her name. This is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? Absolutely certain the defendant, are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court to the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie, witness testimony. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. Sounded like they were they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a gift. Something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask him what to get for him. Oh, you sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. See, you may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. And Maggie, cross-examination. So, it sounded like they were talking about marriage. Happened to be the victim's birthday. I think she'd bought 2 months ago. What did she get? Was it the watch? You discussed that you discussed what the defendant was going to give her boyfriend? Well, she trusts me, so... Why does he look proud of himself right now? At this time. That testimony didn't sound... Oh, yeah, that's because I didn't press everything. More information? Oh, that's because they want me to... They're trying to teach me how to do the press mechanic. Okay, so I don't know what the odd man out is here. She said that they weren't actually dating. However, if you bought a birthday gift for somebody 2 months in advance, something could have happened between those 2 months to where you're no longer dating anymore. So maybe they were dating in the past, but not anymore. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to really hit it off. Got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Nothing. Sir, really. Anyway. Sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You saying a guy's gotta marry someone at the same age of him? Oh my god. You saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? I think this fella has a way to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. Happened to be... Oh, I got an achievement for that. Mind your business, pal. Press Gumshoe on... Wait. What did that say? Press Gumshoe on something about... Press Gumshoe about... They were even talking about marriage. 28.3% of people have this achievement. What a specific achievement. Huh. Happened to be the victim's birthday. The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Oh, I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, that was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. What was the... Tell me what the present was. Was it the watch, like I think it is? You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Ooh. Well, oh my god, for some reason I thought I had already said this. Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even when she was going to, what was she even going to give as a present? Isn't that, or, my god, wait. But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything about what happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of the discussion at this time. Wait a sec. Why are we talking about this? Well, your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have arrested you. I think the good detective here got done. Something that she had bought over 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago? Yeah. She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was the birthday present? Got him a glove. The glove singular? A single glove. Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question was a baseball glove. Oh, okay. I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove. Was it found at the scene? Just now, I believe you said that the present was something that she had bought over 2 months ago? Yeah? Are you saying that she bought the glove at the store that's that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? A glove was custom made? Yeah, that's what I said. So, the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem that it does have little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? I mean, sure. As if it wasn't found at the crime scene, when else would she have given him the gift but on his birthday, right? I don't know where this is gonna lead me, but I do believe that it's relevant. The glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, loving to the max. Now, this is Mr. Wright I know. So happy you're back, sir. Wondering how long it'd take. This is great. I've done this before. I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Well, you are convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Swear to God, I always read Bird as bride. Yeah, I can see. I can see why you would say that. Anyway, it looks like a bunch of bananas. This is it, sir. Rather yellow, isn't it? Birthday gift from Maggie to the victim. It is custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. That's why you had it special ordered? Yeah, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. Writing on the ground, witness testimony. First, we looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. This is a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Writing on the ground. Okay, so we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. We checked it, we found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. His right hand. Hold on. Look at the picture. Left hand. That's his right hand. Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to press present. Shoot. I was trying to press the like, I wanted to look at it. I wanted to check, not present. Okay, from this we could confirm that the victim wrote the name. Hold on. Tell me about the injuries. Scratches on his... Yeah, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That is incredible. Sure is. The power of scientific investigation. So small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. Got that really scientific sounding name. Need a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those, and that's how we found him. Guy doesn't know what a microscope is. Okay. But the thing is, though, can't those kinds of scratches be caused by, like, basically anything? Like, you can get those kinds of scratches from, like, opening a water bottle wrong. And what does this prove? Well, it proves that he did write the name with his own finger. Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. Right. There's more. Okay, hold on. We checked the victim's pointer finger. We could not confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Tell me a little bit more about that. So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. I've never heard anything like that in the police academy, sir. Okay, so maybe I made it up. Anyway. Where did you get your facts, sir? I made them the fuck up, that's how. Case dismissed. I made the facts up. But if you couldn't confirm the handwriting, how do you confirm that he was really the one that did it? You absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. It's solid enough to counter with. This one would only. Oh my god. You would think there's only one conclusion. The name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that it's really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think that I would have gone through so much trouble to get him his present? Oh, is he left-handed? Because I was gonna check to see what side he was wearing his watch on. Like, trying to figure out what side that would be. No, that's for his right hand. He told me to use the glove, though, so... But, like, that looks like a right-handed glove to me. Unless it's been, like, bent the wrong way. But, like, where the stitching is, that wouldn't make sense. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? Special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow. But that is only one of its qualities. There's another reason why it's really special. Okay, so I don't play baseball. So maybe this is just my lack of, like, sports knowledge. But don't pitchers typically throw with their right hands? So they would wear the mitt on their left, wouldn't they? Like, trying to remember how, like, the videos stand. I've been to, like, Major League Baseball games, and I'm stupid, and I like baseball, do not get me wrong. That would mean he's left-handed. Because if you're wearing the glove on your right hand, that means you throw with your left. You throw with your dominant hand, so that makes him left-handed. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed. You're absolutely right. This glove was made to be worn on the right hand. This is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name again? It's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. That is, I mean, object overruled. Mr. Wright, would you like to, I would like to know what your line of questioning is. Sorry, not questioning, reasoning. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order. Order. When you think about it that way, then yes, it was not possible that the name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie's... No, it's not possible! Mr. Payne... Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe that you have proven her to be innocent. Oh. Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh my god. Right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Oh, I feel like I can breathe again. It would seem that we have reached a conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. But that's all good and well, but we didn't prove who did it, though. See? Got complimented by the judge again! Really good. That's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. The court finds the defendant Maggie Bird... No, not yet. I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. The meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call upon our next witness to this case. What? And what did this witness... witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What more, he saw the very face of the culprit. Heck? Order. Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling it's a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. Can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. The court is adjourned for recess. Okay, so the witness that's coming in, if this is just the tutorial trial, so like they're only gonna have like a couple of people involved. So the next witness is probably not only the guy that hit me, but also probably the guy who pushed him. Save your progress. We're gonna do, since this is the first game, we're gonna do the second game here in the second save category. Grab some water really quick. Come on. I had like Valentine's Day candy, like sitting just off to the side. My mom. But it's like far enough away that like I can't reach it from where I'm sitting, but like I want some. It's just me being lazy, but it's like, oh, it's so far. But it's not. It's literally like right there. It's like right there. I would just need to stand up so I can reach. Hold on. I got it. I have a little bag of chocolate. It's time for a Valentine's Day chocolate. I was not here for Valentine's Day, and I was supposed to be here yesterday, but I have a project due on Sunday, and I'm like not even close to finished with it. Which is actually another reason why I had to delay stream today, was because I was supposed to start it like an hour ago. I was supposed to start over an hour ago, but the problem was I not only did my brother suddenly stop by, but I was working on my project and I needed more time. I still need more time. But sorry. Eating during a talking game is just not something I should be doing. September 8th, 11:43 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Amnesia? I cannot believe my lawyer is trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really, really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little, and a Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! If I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong, and I try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head is one problem that you will not be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. You can deal with mine later. Now, do you think that you can fill me in on a few things? Of course! I'd be honored to. Well, I guess I should start with my name, then I can tell you about me. No, it's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. Good name. This is serious. You don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back. Maybe it'll help. This? A business card? I got this from you. My most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your phone number. Phoenix's business card. This is my business card. I hand-wrote my cell phone number on the back. I guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yeah. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? Tell you. I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Justin. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. Sorry, I don't think I caught your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but never did. Huh. So where is the phone that you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Me? Oh, is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think that it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know. But if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! Oh, it's my... I thought it was Gumshoe. You are so mean! I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. When I went to check in on the courtroom, everyone had already left. The heck is this? Guess I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and if I said that everything will be fine? That's right. It's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing that you wanted me to bring. Oh. Thanks. This list had about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but... Oh, shoot. I don't know what she said. It was kind of tough. I think it was like she said, I managed to find dirt on people or something. I looked into these guys and they're up to no good. Good, as in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Names list. A number of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artists group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case? Don't look at me! And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? Numbers were in the memory of the phone that Maggie found. Oh, that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be as forgetful as an old prune like you. Maya? Actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is over now. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Isn't he like 24? Or something? Didn't we like figure out last time that I was older than him? Hold on. I feel like last time they mentioned how old Nick was, we realized that I was like older than him. But I don't know how much time has passed. It can't have been more than 6 months, right? Hold on. We're looking this up. I feel like I remember being older than him. We are consulting the wiki. You mean their age? Yeah, they've mentioned, like, in the first game they mentioned that the Phoenix was like 22 or something. He was like 22 or 23 in the first game, which made me mad because I was older than him. He was 21 in the first game. They're about 6 years apart. Well, I know that, but like I couldn't remember how old Phoenix was in the first game. So he was 21 in the first game. Assuming that no more than a year has passed, he is now 22. I know that he's 35 in the most recent one because like a lot of time has passed. And then this also says that the games take place in a range of his age being between the ages of 21 to 35. So he was 21 in the first game. We're safe to assume that he is like 22 or 23 in this one. So I'm still older than him. Ugh. I won't get to be younger than him until Dual Destinies. Or like, actually, no, maybe Apollo's game. I might get to be younger than him in Apollo's game. Because I think at that point, like Apollo's takes place in the middle of the 5-year gap. And if these 3 games take place over like 3 years, then he's like 24 by the end of he's 24 by the end of like the third game. Is the gap like less than I thought it was? How did he end up being 35? Hold on. Oh my god, he has so many names. There are so many names. They're like, oh, this character also goes by, and then they have like all of the nicknames he's ever been called. Okay, hold on. We're almost, hold on. I'm trying to find how long the gap was. I think maybe it was longer than 5 years. The Phoenix Wright age timeline is a little wonky. It certainly seems so. Show me Dual Destinies. When... Okay. It doesn't tell me. No! How long was the time skip? Because I thought it was 5 years, but I'm starting to think that maybe it was more like 10. I remember there being some weird inconsistencies, but I don't remember them all. I mean, the game series has been going for so long that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they had some kind of inconsistency. It's okay. It says it was a 7-year gap. It says that it was 7 years. Okay, so if it was if he was 20, if he's like 24-ish at the end of this set of games, then 7 years after that would make him 31. So, and then Dual Destinies would take place. Dual Destinies takes place over a year, if I remember right. Like, it's like, or like, so if you go to and then I think there's like another tiny like time skip between Dual Destinies and then I think it's called Spirit of Justice or something. Is I think another like little time skip there. So like maybe the ages do actually match up and I'm just really bad at math. I could just be mad at math. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. Left just to put this all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Gonna move on. Yeah. Is Maggie gonna tell Maya that I don't know who she is? Or is Maya just gonna have to figure that out on her own? September 8th, 11:54 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So, I asked that the court might be a little lenient on... There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was walking through the park on the day of the murder. Hi, Husky! Oh, it's the guy who hit me. It's the man who hit me. Guess what, murderer? You're going to jail. Please state your name for the court witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify something. Okay, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk. Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you have tinted the court's eyes to color me wrongly. Sure, I suppose. Oh my god, he's still going. I hate when they do this. Apparently he goes to a university. Apparently, okay, I think from what I gathered, that he's a university student. Yeah, yes, I understand. I am very sorry. I will be careful from now on. Is he a human chatterbox? To question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates and only need apply. You're not wearing glasses. Speaking of glasses, I probably should put mine on, but I don't know. I need to figure out how to calibrate my model to be able to like understand that I am wearing glasses because I do not know what it is, but it's like my model can't like I think it's my camera, honestly. Maybe I just need a different camera or something because it's like it like thinks I'm squinting every time I wear my glasses. Like if I put them on now, I feel like my eyes look weird when I put my glasses on. They look okay for today. It's also like bright in my room, so it like really doesn't help that when I do wear my glasses, like at my desk, so my lighting for my setup is actually like right behind me. I don't have a light in front of me. I need to get a desk lamp or something. Thinking about getting one that I can like clip to my shelves above that I can have like pointing down. Because I have noticed that the more lighting I have, the better it tracks my face. And the problem is that during my nighttime streams, all of my lighting, so my window, I face my window when I stream. So the natural light coming from the window during the day never has an issue, but when that's not there, the only light that I get is from my computer screen and then from my lamp behind me. So you know what? I think I do have a lamp that's just kind of been sitting on my bedside. Oh, but I have no idea. Oh, it's connected to that outlet, isn't it? Oh, I was like, oh, but I do have a lamp. No, I have a lamp that's on my, so, for a little bit of context, I have a captain's bed. I have a captain style bed, so basically that means that I have drawers underneath my mattress kind of thing. Like, my dresser and my bed are like one unit, basically. But that also means that I have this big headboard that has, like, a shelf on it. I have a lamp that sits on that shelf. The issue is that the lamp that sits on that shelf is connected to an outlet that is underneath my bed, which means that I would have to take my mattress off of my bed completely to be able to access the outlet that it's plugged into. So maybe that lamp's not what I'm looking at. I gotta look at a light. I have this like shitty little like ring light thing that I bought from like Walmart, but it doesn't charge. Like, I cannot for the life of me get this thing to charge, and then it only lasts like 45 minutes. Like, and then it also won't work if it's like plugged in at the same time, I think, or at least maybe it would, but like its cord, it only works with the cord that it came with, by the way. And then it's so picky about charging. Like, it's not charging right now, but I have it like plugged in. I mean, it was like a cheap shit thing, so it's not like I'm like much about like I'm not losing an investment or anything, but maybe I'll throw one onto my phone or something, just like a little itty bitty desk lamp or something like that, like some $15 little light or something. Anyway, glasses, but you're not wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness? Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought that you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again? And I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with the PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. So basically, you're a bum that doesn't go to school, but you want to pretend that you're a bum, that you're not a bum that doesn't go to school. That's what that means. That basically means you don't have a job. And you don't have a job, you don't go to school, but and then bounce around from place to place. So you are pretending to be like you're basically somebody that like says that they go to Harvard when you don't go to Harvard. You just say it to get people to like think you're cool. Yeah, Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. I just tabbed out of the game. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park. See, you said it again! Taking a walk. What did you... Well, oh my god. What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. Witness testimony. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, the police officer falls from above right before my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of a pretty... it was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was a banana that fell with the police officer. Okay, so I mentioned that I thought the glove looked like a bunch of bananas, so I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees that. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Huh? All you have to say? How can you be so calm? Mind is pretty calm and clear. Because I believe my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy's lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. What I saw that day, cross-examination. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought of my life situation. Do I really want to ask what the so-called life situation is? You were at the park all afternoon? Seemed like you have a lot of free time. It was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. Now, this might be hard for your mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said that you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. Friggin' snot it. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe that it was past 6. So that doesn't match. If he says that it was past 6, that doesn't make any sense because I guess no, it would. Because this says that it's 8 here, so no, that does actually match up. But it said that the body fell at 2:28. Unless the clock, I'm not supposed to be looking at it or something. I don't know. Can you tell me if you know exactly what time it was? How do you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think that you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. The third-rate thing, every time I hear people say, like, it was a third-rate whatever, yeah, my brain, like, immediately jumps to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, scene from, like, the 4Kids dub. That where he call, you're a third-rate duelist, you're a second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck, I think is what it is. I think Kaiba says that to, Yugi, I think, if I remember right. It's like within the first, like, couple of episodes. I think he says it in the first episode. Oh, he says it to Joey? Oh my god, I don't remember who, I couldn't remember who he says it to, but it's within, like, the first couple of episodes. Thank you, Zero. But that's, like, one of my favorite, like, quotes from him, because it's, like, I feel like you can, like, apply that instead of just, like, taking the words, like, duelist and deck away from the equation. You can, like, mix and match words into it. And I have never had an opportunity where I can call somebody second rate with a third rate something. Like, I want an opportunity someday to be able to say that to somebody. Because it's like, say what you want about, like, 4Kids dubbing of anything. There are some things from the 4Kids dubs of shows that are actually, like, so good. You can't discredit them. But another one of my favorite examples being Sailor Moon. What the original dubbing for Sailor Moon, there is, I don't think, it's not like the very, very end of the series. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Oh, for some reason I thought he said second-rate. Oh, that makes me feel bad that I'm misremembering that now. Anyway, but like, there's a scene with Sailor Moon. It's the, it's like the big reveal of like, who this guy did it. I know. It's like, it's the big reveal of like, oh, all the Sailor Scouts are all gathered in like the thing, and it's like we're up against like the big bad. You're making Joey sound better than he is. My friend really likes Joey, so that was probably why I had second rate in my head. But the Sailor Scouts are all gathered up together, and it's like it's the big final fight or whatever, and I think the enemy like looks at Sailor Moon and goes, "What are you gonna do without Tuxedo Mask being here?" And like Sailor Moon's like, "It's okay because I know he's not here and it's fine." And then like Tuxedo Mask stands next to her. The guy, the alter ego of him is standing there, and he's just like, "Don't be so sure about that." And then like he like transforms, and like it just pans over to Sailor Moon, and she's just kind of standing there, and in like the most robotic, non like emotion, like there's nothing. She gives nothing. There's no. She looks at him as he's transforming, and she's like, "No way!" And then like it like reveals him to be him, and he goes, "Oh my god, it is Tuxedo Mask." Is like just like with nothing behind her voice. She just sounds so disappointed. She sounds like a robot that is disappointed in you, and it's like it's one of the funniest things ever, because I don't think that was how she was supposed to sound in that scene, but that was the take they went with. I don't know what's going on here. I started off talking about Yu-Gi-Oh because I want an excuse to use the third-rate duelist line on somebody. Hold on. I will post it into the memes category later in the Discord, because like the "oh my god, it is Tuxedo Mask" like line is one of the funniest things no, I'm looking it up now. It is her voice, like I don't know if her voice actress just didn't want to try that day, or if like that was what she thought she needed to sound like, or what, but it's so funny the way she delivers the line of just like, "Oh my god, it is Tuxedo Mask." Oh, I have to find it now. Hold on. I think I've got it. Hold on. 2 seconds. No, I got an ad! I don't want to do... Oh, I think I found it. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Hold on. I am posting it into the Discord so people can see it if you want. It's the dumbest, like, like, it makes me laugh every time, but it's so bad. It's such a, like, I don't know if it was intended to be said that way. Okay, anyway. Back to the game that I have, like, diverted for, like, way too long. Talking about 4Kids dubbing. No, I want you to talk to me more about this. Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? I mean, I know why he knows what time it was. There was a clock. Can't believe that I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who only slams on desks and points at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's the thing that tells you the time. You can see it, Mr. Wright, it's even in the picture in the crime scene. Oh, so it was. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole— oh god. Going on about classes and nations and... and again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of my time. In any case... Also, Ghost, hi. It's good to see you. I don't think I greeted you. Should have resorted to. I'm surprised you know how to read a clock, let alone read. They don't teach kids how to like read clocks anymore. Like when this game came out, like everybody knew how to read in like an analog clock, but like apparently they don't like. There are some places in like the US that they don't teach kids how to read analog clocks anymore. How did you know that he was a police officer? He was in his uniform, Phoenix. You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself, and he's still going. Someone asked me what a clock said, and I was like, what are you talking about? It's like... Okay, I don't know when they... Like, because I know that my school district around us, I don't think teaches how to read analog clocks anymore. But, like, my brother's girlfriend, for example, like, she grew up in a different state than us, and her district didn't teach kids how to read analog clocks anymore, and she's, like, older than me. Not by much. She was like a generation, I think, ahead of me in school, because I think it's, like, the three of us are, like, in a row when it comes to our ages. So, like, my brother's 2 years older than me, she's 1 year older than me, and then there's me. But, like, she's older than me, and her state didn't teach her how to read an analog clock, and I feel really bad about it because she's obviously embarrassed. Like, whenever like she sees one, she, like, you can tell that she, like, kind of feels a little bit of shame about it. So, like, I want to sit her down and, like, show her, like, how to read one, especially because, like, in her line of work, she really needs to know how to read one, especially, like, for military time. My car has an analog clock? What? Really? That's kind of cool, actually. My car is a 2002, so I have a digital clock. He's wearing an officer's uniform. Shouldn't that statement have come first? That's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think that he figured out or do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. Car has an analog clock? That's big news to me. I don't know if he's lying to me or not. I don't know if that's a lie but the thing is, it's like, I'm sure that that's true for, like, really, really old cars, but, like, my car is almost 25 years old now, and it's still, I drive a fancier car. Oh, is it like a digital display? Do you have, like, a digital display that you can pick between having a digital clock and an analog clock or something? Are you sure that you got a good... No, it's a legitimate analog clock. Wow. I'm shocked that you know what an analog clock is. What? I'm 24! For a VCR. I owned a VCR. I didn't get rid of my VCR until I was, like, 9. I'm pretty sure I had my VCR, like, clear up until I was, like, almost, like, double digits in age. Because I think the reason that we got rid of it, actually, the reason we got rid of our VCR was because we were upgrading to a new TV or something, and so the new TV couldn't, the cords couldn't, like, the red, yellow, white cords, AC? I think it was the AC cord. The AC cords wouldn't, like, connect to the new screen, and so the VCR player couldn't be hooked up to it, and so we had to get rid of our VCR because we no longer had any, like, TVs in the house that could run a VCR. You're not a hag yet. No, actually, according to most, like, Reddit and Twitter and things like that, I've been a hag for, like, 3 years. Apparently there's, I don't know if it's a joke or what, but apparently with, like, VTubers, if you, like, mention that you're over 21, you are considered a hag. So, depending upon who you ask, I am actually one, which makes me feel really bad because, like, I'm not that old. But depending upon where you're looking and who you ask, I am one. Are you sure that you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to do things. In the case of humans, we have 2 of them. And you... I'm an ancient dinosaur, then. Don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? That is what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright does not use such a loud voice during questioning. You see, but, like, it's, like, there's such a double standard with it when it comes to guys. Like, people don't say anything about, like, guys aging, like, past, like, 30 or something like that when they're streamers. They might, make some jokes, but, like, girls get it so much worse. Like, if you are a streamer that is over 25, you are basically considered an old woman. And then if you are between the ages of 20 to 25, you're a hag. If you're 25 or older, you're basically ancient. And then if you're 20 or younger, you're, like, perfectly fine. Seems to be the breakdown. That doesn't apply to, like, everybody, obviously, but, like, there are very vocal communities online. There are very vocal communities online on places like Reddit, Twitter, and Instagram and things like that that would consider my age to be, like, beyond the bend. What other VTubers are past 30? There is actually a surprising amount of industry VTubers that are over 30. Like, the one that comes to mind immediately is I know that Monarch is over 30. I think she's 32. What about VTubers who are past 30? VTubers who are past 30 kind of get put in the ancient category. So it's like 25 and above is ancient, 20 to 25 is a hag, and then 20 and under is like in their prime. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. And please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue, if that's alright with you. I remember her face. Can you, like, give me a little bit more, please? You're so vague. So you're sure that you're not mistaken? Please don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you can call a famous brand name product, while you're only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake. Of course, of course. Of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? Is this the same bad guy in Hunter x Hunter? Wait. Okay, so I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, so I don't think I know who you're talking about. Can you give me a bit more context with that, Ghost? The only thing... So, I know what he's referring to here. He's referring to the glove. The banana. Well, it was actually more than just one, more like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing? Why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. Is that what I have to point out? Is that he didn't see bananas, he saw a glove? Really strange, man. I never mentioned anything about a bunch of... It is what I have to point out. Okay. The dude that keeps wanting to fight the main kid, the pretty boy. My god, I have no idea who you're referring to. I only know, like, 2 people out of... Actually, no, I guess I know 3. No. I know a total of, like, 4 characters out of Hunter x Hunter. I know the main character. I know the silver-haired kid that, like, is his, like, friend. I know the clown villain-looking guy that people make fun of. And then I know the, like, mentor-teacher girl that is apparently, like, way older than she looks. Ira forced me to watch the whole thing. I've never seen it. Maybe he thought he saw one thing, but he was seeing something else. The clown guy? What is his name? Hisoka? I think? I don't know much about him. I only, like, I know what he looks like, and I know that people make a bunch of, like, really inappropriate jokes about him, but that's about all I get. The problem is that I don't know if those are jokes or not. Because I haven't seen the show, so I don't know if the jokes are true. Okay, so hold on. So I need to present the glove. Oh, shoot, I went too far. Ah! Present the glove. We're gonna go... this. Present glove. You did not see bananas. You saw a glove. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas that you saw right here. Oh, so you knew about the bananas too. Didn't you say so earlier? But don't think that you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that is where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright? What's the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. The witness did not see it, has bad eyesight, knows nothing about baseball, or really likes bananas. Bad eyesight. This guy just really likes bananas, you know? He goes to the store every day to pick up a fresh bunch of bananas. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it has a very simple to mistake the glove for a bunch of bananas. I mean, I said it initially too, but... No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, I know what you mean. Oh god. Possibilities. In the end, it's a glove viewed it from afar. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose that you're going to tell me that that's terrible, right? That's literally awful. 2200? Why are you not wearing your glasses then? Because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But, you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so I replaced them. How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? So unrelenting, evil man. Oh god, I saw Joan of Arc, the word courageous. Something about something being burned. 2200 is legally blind. I know. I'm pretty sure that's like my mom's prescription. Maybe not even a 20. I don't know. I should ask her what. Hold on. I think my mom is considered legally blind without her glasses. We're consulting my mother. What is your eyesight? With 2020 numbers. We'll see what... Is she legally blonde? No, my mom has brown hair. Dude, okay, Legally Blonde is such a good movie, though. I think that Elle Woods is a great role model. Sleep, though. Okay, have a good night. It's like 6 a.m. and I have yet to sleep. Go to bed. Have fun. Good night. Which boils down to that you were not wearing them at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven by this eyewitness. You know what other movie I watched recently with my dad? So I've already seen it. It's one of like my favorite movies. I really like Miss Congeniality. I really like Miss Congeniality with like Sandra Bullock. It's about for those of you that don't know what movie I'm talking about, it was a movie from the 90s that was about the Miss USA beauty pageant. A federal agent has to disguise herself as one of the contestants at the Miss USA beauty pageant to stop a bombing. Is what that movie's about. If you haven't seen it, 100% suggest it. It's like I think it's funny. I don't know if it's anybody else's style, but like I really like it. My mom says she wears a negative 4.0 contact. Miss Congeniality, yes. My mom does not know what her, like, 2020 numbers are. She just knows that her contacts are a negative 4.5. Devil Wears Prada or Miss Congeniality? I don't think I've seen Devil Wears Prada, but I've also heard that one's pretty good. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the... it was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember that a person's life is at stake. The Bullock movie? Yeah, so, Miss Congeniality then. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happens next in the moment after you witness the crime. What happens next? Witness testimony. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. Oh, no they didn't. Because that picture that was taken at the crime scene was taken at 8. I think. The person who saw the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that's correct. Which is why even someone with a superior, or without a superior brain like mine, can understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Okay, hold on. Tell me about the time again. I called the police to report the crime. It must have been 6:45. They showed up at 10 minutes. That would make it 6:40 or 6:55, which doesn't match what the picture of the... That doesn't match this. I cannot see this guy without hearing the voice actor for the clown guy. I think his name is Hisoka. I've never heard his voice. I don't know what he sounds like. Actually, no. I think I've heard his Japanese voice actor at some point. I think I saw a clip or something, but, like, I've never heard his English voice actor. Tell me about this. You're saying that the police were there on the scene by 7 p.m. They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't that many people in the area in that time of day, but suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over the place, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. Can't find anything out. Hold on. So I have a question. His watch... Why did you wait 15 minutes to make the call? Because his watch stopped working on impact, right? So, like, they mentioned they know the exact time of death because his watch stopped working when he hit the ground, which was 6:28. So what were you doing for 15 minutes? What were you doing for 15 minutes and not reporting the crime? Would you take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report. According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder. However, by the time that you had called the police, it was 6:45. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Was he looking for his glasses, perhaps? The ones that are crushed under the body? The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing such a terrible murder. It was only expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington... Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. On the phone. I mean, spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? When your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of the Matryoshka doll. You must think that you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose their things? Oh god. He was calling us plain and that we wouldn't understand. Mom asks what we're playing, and yes, that is very bad. It says yes, 2200 is bad vision. We are playing Phoenix Wright. Chat says hi. Enough. Wait, hold on. He lost his cell phone? That cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Oh, I didn't see this coming. What should I do? Question further. Mom says hi, and unless he was wearing glasses, he is legally blind. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? The voices and memes. Oh, I'll look at it in a minute. What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought it was just maybe this was his. Wait, did he switch his phone and mine when he hit me? Did he switch our phones out? Well then, I think we've cleared up this issue, because we heard the ringtone that was on my phone on the phone that was found in the park during the flashback. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by him searching for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions? Yeah? Your Honor, the witness's testimony doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. Dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You have to have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. Evidence should be good enough. Alright, let's have the proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. The cell phone? It's really simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim. And yet you have presented the court with an obtuse, meaningless item. Meaningless? Did you get it at all, Nick? You'd think that he wouldn't need to look for it in the first place. Because I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, he really didn't have to look for a phone. Then why don't you hurry up and present the bits of evidence? Okay, so it wasn't the phone. Is it the list of contacts that was in the phone? No. Wait. I'm stupid. Wait, wasn't there a phone booth in the picture? Hold on. Let me look. There was a phone booth literally behind him. Why would he need to search for a phone booth when there was literally one right in front of him? Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo? Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the photo. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something's wrong with you. Oh. It's booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order. What does reporting the crime a little late prove for your defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is enough reason to, that is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. That is very true. You have to say for yourself, witness. But this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was the one to kill him. So there's no reason for him to kill. Top of that, we still have the phone that she found anyway. If he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? I'm looking for his glasses, maybe? I don't know. Yes? There's only one possible explanation? Hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not pervasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present. Probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Oh my god, I don't know. The glasses? Was he looking for his glasses? Like I thought? Mr. Wellington? What? Don't do that! You'll give me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... I believe that the court all heard what you just confessed to. These glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order. Order. Now, wait a sec, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm to anything. Your Honor, I think that the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that's why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating that the witness is the real murderer? Of course, that's precisely what I'm doing. Oh. Hi, welcome in. No, I'm right. He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out that this cell phone was the key to solving this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one— I just hit the mic, I'm so sorry. I'll sink him in one shot. Right. This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Guys, we're gonna hear some rustling for a second because I am trying to... Hold on. To me. Okay, all good now. Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer? Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. That third-rate out of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. That's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? I broke him up with better insults. My personal favorite insult to tell somebody is to call them a vitamin D deficient rodeo clown. That is my favorite, like, insult. Because it's just kind of so out of nowhere that it, like... I really like it, personally. I think I read it somewhere. I think I saw somebody say it, like, online and, like, before, and I, like, years ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm stealing that. It is a top-tier insult. I also saw one. It was, unfortunately, the context around it was the guy that said it was, like, being, like, a white knight or something to, like, this girl against, like, one of her friends, but he said that the only, like, body heat you will ever feel is the toilet seat in the bathroom still being warm. Like, I think, which was so, like, whoa. That one, like, made me actually pause for a second. And I'm, like, so mad because that was such a good insult, but, like, it came from such a, like, an annoying person. Stop, he's already dead. It came from somebody that was, like, essentially, like, trying to like act as this, like, woman's, like, savior from this guy. This guy was, like, literally, like, one of her friends. He wasn't doing anything. The guy wasn't doing, like, literally anything, and this guy, like, came out of nowhere and started, like, ranting at him about how he needed to, like, respect women more and how, like, she clearly doesn't want you around, or, like, and, like, all these, like, other things. But it was like he said that in it, and I'm so mad that of all the people that's such a good insult came from, it had to be that guy. My, like, favorite thing to look up is, like, weirdly specific insults because people are so creative. People are oddly creative when it comes to insulting other people. Even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggey, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground? But wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie, or Maggie? I knew they were left-handed. That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. But... oh, wait! There is a way! The cell phone. She introduced herself, didn't she? It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn. The defendant's name was Maggie. He did. When he called the phone looking for it in the park. Maggie picked up the phone and introduced herself. She was the one that was going to meet him. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? You realized that you had lost it. What did you do? What did I do? Didn't you want to try to find it by calling it? How did you? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think that there's some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? My god, I thought your mouse was a piece. It was a chrome on my screen. I was trying to get rid of it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I play this on PC, so like my mouse is kind of constantly moving around on the screen. I'm sure that's like super annoying for people, especially because like when I do these kinds of games, I tend to like rock around in my chair and like move a lot, and so like my mouse kind of like follows my movements, and so it looks like it's like constantly moving. And I'm sure that, but I don't know what I would like leave my mouse in the corner and like only use like keyboard commands, but I don't know what like the next button is, because I don't think it's, so like I don't know how to do that. Your mouse is fine, my brain functioning is low. Okay, I'm functioning with half a brain right now. I've got a couple of assignments due this weekend that I'm not done with yet. I really gotta work on them. I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up the lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. If I try to like hide my mouse behind my model, I always end up hitting the court record button. She also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. I pick up my... hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm so glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Also, I just realized that her shirt has the blue badger on it. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, M-A-G-G-E-Y, but the name written on the ground was Maggie, M-A-G-G-I-E. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew that what her name sounded like. Well, like, that's the issue with, like, my IRL name. Because people can't spell my IRL name, like, at all. Like, I have given up correcting people on how to spell my IRL name. Because it's just, like, it's not worth the fight anymore. Because it sounds completely normal, but no one can spell it. His real name is Wyatt. I actually have a Wyatt at my government table. My government class table. My name has to be the most basic Hispanic name, and it's not one. It's Hey Hey Rhyme. The witness has no motive. Your point is? Very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. I mean, not necessarily true, but okay. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anybody. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive the witness could have had? He was a con artist. That's very simple, Your Honor. The con artist, and he didn't want his crime ring being exposed. If I said I can't offer the explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Then please present the... If it makes you feel any better, Husky, my family, we have, I think, 3 Antonios. I believe that we have 3 Antonios in my family. Mr. Wellington's move is right there. Or motive is right there, not move, sorry. What is this, a list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers. Of course. The list of phone numbers was stored in the phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artists group. Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is outrageous, an invasion of privacy. Looking into the phone numbers on a person's phone is worse than a crime of murder. You're like, oh god. I saw the word goddess, but I don't know what goddess he was referring to. I do not care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. I think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me. Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Gee, Buttersnatch. He's a member. There's two reasons that I can think of him having that many numbers. He's either a member of the group or he is like... Actually, no. Really, you wouldn't have that many numbers unless you were like a member of the group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That's why you had to kill. This is too much. That does make quite a bit of sense. Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? Now. The police officer. Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You said that exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of the phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I have been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. He was at the park, he just didn't meet up with them. Why then would he need to kill anyone? Valid point. What does the defense think about this? About it logically. It makes sense. Maybe we should be thinking outside the box? See. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him want to commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that he didn't agree with when he got there. Didn't agree there? What is this something that he didn't agree with when he got there? The officer? Maybe he really didn't want the phone to get, like, given to an officer. Maybe he thought that she was, like, turning his phone into the police and he couldn't afford the phone getting, like... He couldn't afford the phone getting, like, to the police, right? You think? Because, like, I don't feel like I have any other regular evidence for what he wouldn't have liked. Because it's not the business card. The business card was something that I gave to Maggie, and Phoenix wasn't involved with this yet, so it had to be that he did like, the officer. Well, Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policewoman. He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid that the policeman would start asking a few questions before returning the phone. Ooh, if I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they were already going to run a check on the phone. He went into a panic? Is that what you're saying? So it's not really murder. It's more like in this place, wouldn't it be like... No, I guess that's still murder. It's not like first-degree murder, though. That would be... second? Would that be second degree? Because first degree murder is planning it. Second degree, I think, is like murder, but like without a plan. And then I think third degree was like unintentional murder. I believe is like the like layers of it. And so, and hello, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, second is crime of passion. So this one would be considered a second degree murder. Because first degree is like means that you like planned it. For a first degree murder, I'm like 100% sure is in reference to like it was premeditated. Second degree was you murdered somebody, but you didn't intend to murder that person like that day initially. Like it just like it said it happened, it just happened. And then third degree is like usually non-intentional, or like it still happened, but it wasn't intentional. Like usually they'll put third degree on like car crashes. So like your actions led to a murder is essentially what third degree is, because when it comes to, because like a lot of the time I know that drunk drivers a lot of the time will get hit with third degree murder charges because of their actions led to somebody dying, because manslaughter is something different. You know, it's like they all have like really specific like reasons as to what sticks them into each category. And hopefully I am gonna learn more about that soon as I like actually get started with my degree, you know? because a bunch of school stuff happened. But hopefully I'll like learn those like nuances more later. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. Seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. That's supposed to mean. The evidence. Evidence! Ugh, this guy is really out. You've all been waving around, all you have been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that that phone is really mine? Where is your proof? Where your evidence? Want proof that this phone is yours? Yeah, I already told you earlier. That phone I lost. I've already found it. You don't even have the... Oh, is that why I have the business card? I'm gonna call my own cell phone to prove that the cell phone that he's holding up is mine. We Wumbo. You Wumbo. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can't be sure, but you can be sure that it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Good to see you squirm. I was gonna say squirm, and squirm is not the right word, and so my voice just kind of died out. God damn it. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with the cell phone. Whose phone is this? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Honor. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. Cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There has to be. The phone's stored numbers. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group and its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily prove that it's his. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are we trying to determine? What we are trying to determine is who that cell phone belongs to. Who cares what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. Witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. Back to his gun. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Oh, so I do have to fingerprint the phone? I got it. We need to check for fingerprints. Fingerprints. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on the phone, but wouldn't we find her fingerprints before his? Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, it was wiped off. You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much more fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons against themselves. He has made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. Oh, back when cell phones didn't have locks on them. It must have glitched because all of the numbers just magically disappeared. Cell phones don't just do that. Like, I had some piece of crap phones growing up, and none of them had an issue like that. Unless you're, like, breaking the SIM card inside. It's not supposed to do that. You're joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you find your cell phone exactly? Oh, you're too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. My God, I remember now. Yeah, he hit us in the back of the head. Like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found it. That's one. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. This phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Oh, wrong. Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I have to bid you, gentlemen and ladies, goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upside of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. Batman? What? To do? No, to raise an objection. We can call the cell phone in his hand. Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. He said figure out who you are? But for what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination, if that's, by the way, it goes, if that is from like a Batman movie or something that I just don't understand, I don't think I've ever actually seen like a full Batman movie. I've seen the show. I've seen like Batman shows. I don't know if I've ever actually seen a Batman movie. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Yes, Ghost. I'm going to assume it was a Batman movie. Which one? Which one was it? Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane question. Not a big superhero movie person. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? I am going to force you and I to watch movies with me someday. I'm just not a big superhero movie person. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. This is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I know what I'm gonna present. If you can't prove everything, over for you, or for your client, and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present one more piece of evidence. Oh. Well then, you're right. This is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. I know. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. My business card! It has my cell phone number. Oh, why thank you, Hen. Thanks. Here, please have one of mine. The judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear. But I can't read it. I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't a time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is that the back of the card. My phone number is on the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. The front is in Comic Sans. I legitimately, when I was like younger, everything that I ever turned in school was always in Comic Sans. Until like I got into middle school where it was like no longer allowed, I basically turned in every like typed assignment of like, which was not very many at the time because it wasn't as huge back then, but like I don't think I started typing and turning in all of my like papers and stuff until I was in like middle school. But I always turned all of my typing assignments and it was always in Comic Sans. I either had to handwrite all of my papers or I had to we had like computer lab time where they taught us how to type, but like I don't think I legitimately turned in like a written paper from like a computer, like a printed out document. I don't think I printed out and turned in a paper until I was, oh god, would that have been middle school? Or yeah, it would have been middle school. It was either 6th or 7th grade. Everything else was handwritten before then. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Right now? But court is still in session. Okay, you'll see. Hey, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. All of the idiotic, stupid things to... What? Why is my phone a stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you were holding my phone. You're... Oh, no, it can't be. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Dracula? That was his ringtone, was his ringtone was the Dracula theme. So, this is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding is Mr. Wellington, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird not guilty. Yay! That is all. Court is adjourned. Hi, welcome in. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to greet you. And I'm aware that my streams have been really sporadic and really weird times because my life has exploded and I'm still getting like school figured out. And I was supposed to be here yesterday, but I was working on an assignment that I am still not done with yet. So I need to spend like the rest of this evening and tomorrow like just trying to get it done because like it's its due date is Saturday at like midnight. Sorry, not Saturday, it's on Sunday at midnight. So if I don't get it in, I don't get it in. So I need to put something in regardless of whether it's like not at this point. However, we are doing official schedules now because it's going to make it easier on me because I need to be able to plan around my classes. Phoenix Wright is going to continue to be our Saturday game. We're gonna continue to do Saturday Phoenix Wrights. Persona is on Fridays currently, but we are probably going to put Persona earlier in the week at some point. The goal right now, the reason why it's on Friday nights is because we need to get Fire Emblem Engage done. We are almost done with Fire Emblem Engage. We have like maybe 2 or 3 more streams left of it before the game's over. So once that's done, I'm moving Persona into its time slot. And then I got it and played it like once on stream and then never played it again because I got super busy and like we had other games we need to deal with. I want to play through Final Fantasy Rebirth just because I really want to play Rebirth and I've been needing to revisit it for like a while. And so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make Fridays like Final Fantasy Friday so that I can work through Rebirth on Friday nights. So it'll be Friday nights is going to be Final Fantasy, Saturday afternoons is for Phoenix Wright, and then Tuesday nights are going to be Persona. And then anything, like any other days in between will be just kind of like up to me. If I want to do another stream or if I want to do, or if I want to take the time to use those days for school, we'll figure it out as we go if I want to add more streams into that. But we have those 3 games will be consistent for the next little while. I knew that you really would shine through, actually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. We do have days that are going to be dedicated for certain games, but if I have to move things around a little bit, do keep in mind I do have a school schedule and a life, and so I might have to move some stuff or cancel some streams, so just do keep an eye out. Just keep an eye on the schedules that I'll be posting, and if I make amendments to them, I'll announce them in the Discord like I'm supposed to. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I do feel bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. Probably because of me. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, right? Since I was 6 months old, I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles. I've gotten sick from lots of different types of food. I failed almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I've never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life really has been nothing but a string of disasters. That, is pretty bad. I think, okay, so, correct me if I'm wrong because I don't know a whole lot about birds. Her name, I believe, is supposed to be, I think, supposed to be, like, a joke about, magpies. And I'm, like, 100% sure that, like, magpies are supposed to be bad omens. Like, there's lots of birds that mean bad omens, but, like, I'm pretty sure that magpies is one of them. Also, fun fact, magpies will lose their shit for anything that is shiny. Up until now, I went to college. I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone started calling me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless. Versus fortune, always to latch onto those around me. Yeah, it is bad. I thought that magpies were bad omens. There are, like, a surprising amount of birds that are supposed to mean bad luck. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Yeah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. Again recently, too, sir. There's an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and knew it. We were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone. That's not true. Love didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It's just a present to see covering one of the night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think that my head is that messed up yet. I'm gonna find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah. After all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet, I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. I'll you take care of yourselves too. A horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are all a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, go back to the office. To ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but were you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. Thank you for the bonk. My memory is what's gonna go next. That moment, everything really did come back to me. Next court case. Hey guys, it's your girl. Maya's back in town. I actually do think that I remember the next case is supposed to be Maya again. Like, because she gets like one case per game. Any game that she's involved with, she somehow ends up going on trial. And I have a vague remembrance of what the next trial is going to be. Because I saw the anime like a long time ago, and I don't know if they have the cases in order in the anime, so I like know that one of them like takes place in her hometown. Like something happens at like her home, like at her house or something like that. And I think I'm like 100% sure that's the next case. was talking about magpies, but that works too. He's someone that I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also a good ally during others. Judge, he's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes with the right verdict. This person... I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken for someone else. Also, yes, that is a case. Whether it's the next case, I don't know. I vaguely feel like it is the next one, but I might be wrong. I know that it's in this game. I don't know if it's the next case. This girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. Right. So many unforgettable moments of her. For example, Earth to Nick. What's wrong? Keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now. So, it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright. Sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I have to start over from the beginning. Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Hey, okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. That story. Afternoon 2 months ago. Okay, so it is. The case at her house is next. Okay. I was right. There's her cousin? That's Pearl. Pearl's her cousin, I think. Like her little cousin. New episode has been added. Save your progress. Okay. I don't want to start a case that we're not going to have the time to finish, and I have schoolwork. So we're going to stop here as like the game introduction. We'll stop here for the day just for now. I promise that the next like Phoenix Wright streams will be longer than this. I have a series to go. So we'll stop here. We'll pick this back up on Saturday. Tuesday is Fire Emblem Engage. We're trying to stay on this time schedule of like 2 maps per stream for Fire Emblem, just so that we can get it done on time. I am going to warn with the Tuesday stream. I have a new class that is starting on Tuesday that is in the afternoon. So I don't know exactly what time I'm going to get home or what kind of classwork I'm going to be assigned on my first day. So if I might end up having to push it to Wednesday, I will keep you guys updated on it on Tuesday, just because I don't know what my schedule is going to look like with my third class getting added in. So I will keep you guys updated with that. But for now, I am going to, because I am not here tomorrow, I am going to post the... Oh, it's on my tablet. I gotta do it on my tablet. I'm gonna post the schedule. Actually, no, it's saved into Canva, isn't it? I use Canva for the schedules for anybody that... Yes. I believe I have it saved. So I can post the schedule for next week, just so that you guys know, since I won't be here tomorrow, because we don't have a stream tomorrow. I got a bunch of shit I gotta do. Okay, like not only do I have my project due tonight, I have a discussion post and a quiz. I also I have a quiz, a discussion post, I have a project. I also have to so my mom and I are setting up for a trade show for in 3 weeks that I am helping out with. I have to sew a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm making a bunch of models for the trade show table. So I have to sew a bunch of stuff. I have a project, I have a quiz, and a discussion post tonight. Tonight and tomorrow. Stuff. Got it. Yeah, I have an extremely busy weekend. Oh, I am here on Monday. Oh, that's right. I asked a friend if he wanted to play with me. We're playing. I will be back on Monday, actually. We're playing Helldivers on Monday. Friend's gonna drag my unconscious body around in Helldivers for a little bit because I am awful. I am awful at it. So let me get that schedule posted real fast so you guys have it. Just keep in mind times might be a tiny bit tentative this week just because I do have a lot of stuff going on. I am also I need to figure out how I'm going to do one of the I replace Helldivers now. Ooh. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for when I'm gone, because I'm gonna be gone from like a Thursday to a Monday, so I'm gonna be gone like 5 days in a couple of weeks. But I know that like I don't want to, because like I'm gonna be gone during Persona and Phoenix Wright days, which makes me think that I should I know that Twitch has this like feature where you can like pre-record a stream, but I feel like that just I feel like that's like I know that like that can get like on people's nerves if it's a pre-recorded stream. But I thought about doing that where like I'm just not here for the first couple of days and I like pre-record a bunch of shit and then like have it play while I'm not here, but like I don't know. Because I know that it can like seriously bother people because it's like the point of live streaming is like there, but I'm going to be gone for a really long time and I am not going to have the energy when I get back. Because I also have midterms immediately after. I leave for this trade show on a Thursday. My midterm is like the week like after. My midterm is the week after. Like that Saturday. That's the when I get back on that Monday, that Sunday is my midterms. How would the stream stop though? So it's a pre-recorded. It's like think of a VOD, you know how a VOD like stops on its own. It's essentially how a VOD is done. So it would stop on its by itself without me. The problem is that I don't know how to set that kind of stuff up. I don't know. I'm thinking about. I didn't know that Twitch does that. Oh, whoops. Say hello to Halloween, everybody. God, my Halloween up. Ah. I completely forgot I still had that like that hotkey set up. Don't remember what the hotkey for it is though, so I gotta figure out how to like get rid of this stuff. What is the hotkey? There we go. Okay. Back to normal. Oh, it's because I wrote 23rd. That's why. But yeah, so Twitch has like this like thing where you can do a pre-recorded stream. There was actually for those of you that are curious, even though like because you know we're on the subject of like pre-recorded streams, and then we also did like a murder scene today. There was a case a little while ago, like I think it's been like a year now, where like a year or two now, where a Twitch streamer got like used a Twitch stream as like proof that he couldn't have committed a crime, or like he like murdered his girlfriend or something. And he was like, well, I couldn't have done it because I was home streaming. And there was this like stream to back up the thing, but the stream was pre-recorded. So they used it as evidence against him, saying that you were in fact not home. Your stream was pre-recorded. Because so when I look at the OBS, I can mark that it is branded a rerun or that is pre-recorded. And so, a lot of people, you can actually get in major trouble with Twitch if you do a pre-recorded stream and then don't tell people. You can get in a lot of trouble for doing that. So you just have to mark that it's pre-recorded so that everybody knows. Okay. New schedule going up. There we go. New schedule. Alrighty. I will see you guys. Also, by the way, thank you for the boot breaker. The following stream was pre-recorded in front of a live audience. Long time no see. How life been treating you? I've been getting beat to shit by life for the last, 3 weeks. I've had so much stuff going on. I had to travel for family. I've had a bunch of school drama happen where I got dropped out of one of my classes by accident and had to scramble to find a new class that is starting next week. I spent a week chasing around pharmacists and doctors trying to get my medication because I found out that there's a shortage of my medication right now, and so I couldn't get my meds, and so that was a fun week. But it's been so much. And then I have a project due this week, so I've been working on that frantically. So it's been a lot over the last 3 weeks. I just kind of want 1 week where everything is calm, you know? I want one. Just one. And I'm hoping I'm gonna drop you guys off with Crucy. Because I need to get out of here so I can work on my project that is due. Wishing you all the best. Hopefully things work out in the end. I'm hoping so too. Thank you. I feel like I spelled his name wrong every single time that I try to put his stuff in. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Crucy is playing Rim World. So I'm gonna launch you guys over there for a little bit. Raid message is going to be Mermaid Raid because she has to work on her classes. I'm going to put it into the chat. We're going to add in some emojis. There we go. That'll be our raid message. Yes, I know. Click clack. I have a really loud keyboard. This was the quietest I could get it. This was the quietest I could make this keyboard. Alrighty. I hope you guys have a good night, good day, good morning, whatever it is for you. I will see you on Monday for Helldivers. Bye, guys.